Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I am Nidhi Taneja. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Thursday, the 30th of June. Dozens killed as Taliban bombers attack police convoy in Afghanistan. World Bank pledges $1 billion support for India's solar power projects. And 6 years after his kidnapping, Indian boy returns home from Bangladesh. And now for all the details. Around 30 Afghan security personnel were killed in an attack on a police convoy near Afghanistan's capital city of Kabul on Thursday. Afghan Taliban has claimed the responsibility for the strike, which is the latest of its summer offensive.
Over dozens, mostly police officers, were killed and more than 40 others were injured when two Taliban suicide bombers blew themselves up targeting an Afghan police convoy in the western outskirts of capital city of Kabul. According to the preliminary report, 3 police vehicles were targeted which were carrying recently graduated police officers to the capital from neighboring Wardak province.
انفجار خفیف صورت گرفت. از خانه بیرون برآمدم. انفجار در 10 ثانیه بعد انفجار بعدی صورت گرفت. انفجار بعدی دیگه که در سایه رفتیم در حدود 40-45 نفر از یک موتر ما شخصا خودم که چند نفر کمک هم دیگه بالا کردیم که لباسای ما بسیار کثیف و خونریزی بود. من رفتم غسل کردم که به خاطر شهیدا رو بالا کردم.
This attack is the latest in the series of terror strikes by the Afghan Taliban since Hebatullah Akhundzada took charge as its new chief last month. Last week, more than 20 people, including Nepalese security contractors, were killed when a suicide bomber attacked a bus in Kabul.
Hafiz Saeed, the founder of Pakistan-based terror outfit Lashkar-e-Taiba, took responsibility for the recent attack on Indian security force convoy and threatened to continue war or jihad against India. A report.
While India grieves the death of 8 of its paramilitary personnel who were killed last week in a militant strike in Kashmir's Pampore town, the masterminds of the attack hailed the militants openly in Pakistan. Founder of the band Lashkar-e-Taiba and chief of Jamaat-Ud-Dawa, Hafiz Muhammad Saeed, took responsibility for the attack while addressing a rally in Gujranwala in Pakistan's western Punjab province. Saeed, who has been named by India as the mastermind of 2008 Mumbai terror attacks, also stated that he would continue to wage jihad against India. Despite Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jamaat-Ud-Dawa being declared proscribed units by the United Nations, they continue to operate in Pakistan freely.
भारत ने उनको actionable रिपोर्ट्स दे रखी हैं, डोसियर दिया है, इन सब के बारे में पूरी डिटेल दी है. उसके बाद भी पाकिस्तान उनको कोऑपरेट नहीं करता और मैं समझता हूँ ये जब तक के पाकिस्तान के ऊपर प्रतिबंध नहीं लगेंगे तब तक इन गतिविधियों में इसी तरह चलेंगे.
According to media reports, Saeed's son-in-law Khalid Walid, who manages Lashkar's operation, was the mastermind of the Pampore attack with 2 of his deputies playing handlers to the militants. On 25th June, 2 militants belonging to the outfit attacked a convoy of Indian paramilitary personnel in Pampore, killing 8 soldiers and injuring 22 before being gunned down by Indian security forces.
Moving on to news from Pakistan. Ramadan inflation has become a regular feature for the people of Pakistan-administered Kashmir. While Muslims across the globe receive special assistance from the government during the holy month, locals in the disputed territory are left to fend for themselves.
The ongoing holy month of Ramadan is becoming difficult to pass for the people of Pakistan-administered Kashmir. While Muslims across the world practice piety, help the poor and needy, people in the illegally occupied region are left to deal with the rising prices of essential commodities during the month of Ramadan.
मंडी से हमें वो इतना महंगा दे देते हैं कि जिसकी वजह से हम इधर ला के उस रेट पे नहीं बेच सकते। इस वजह से हमारी मजबूरी होती है, कस्टमर छोड़ के हमें यानी कि सौदा जो हमारा माल होता है वो छोड़ के चला जाता है, तो हम भी बड़ी टेंशन में पड़ जाते हैं। फिर
तो सब्ज़ी और फ्रूट के रेट अभी बहुत ज़्यादा हो गए हैं। रमज़ान से पहले तो बहुत कम थे, मगर अभी जो है ना इन्होंने रेट बिल्कुल आसमान पर लेके गए हुए हैं। तो गरीब इंसान तो मार्केट में एक दफ़ा आएगा, दूसरी दफ़ा नाम भी नहीं लगा आने का। तो इसलिए हुकूमत से हमारी इल्तमास है कि वो थोड़ा सा रेट को कंट्रोल करें और आवाम के लिए कम से कम कोई रमज़ान पैकेज होना चाहिए।
जहाँ तक हो सके गरीब आवाम की, अगर आप लोग उनको कोई सहूलियात फराहम नहीं कर सकते, खुदा रहा आवाम को धोखे में ना रखें। ये जो प्राइस कंट्रोल कमेटियों के नाम पे आपने कमेटियाँ तश्कील दी जाती हैं, तो इसका जो है कोई इसको कंट्रोल देने की बनाने की किसी किस्म की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है।
Locals allege mischief on part of the authorities and accuse them of creating an artificial shortage of goods, resulting in soaring prices.
On the directives of Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, Pakistan authorities have extended by 6 months the deadline for Afghan refugees to register with the government. This comes as the earlier deadline for registration expired on June 30th. Pakistan hosts nearly 1.6 million registered and 1 million unregistered Afghans. Millions of Afghans fled their country to neighboring Pakistan and Iran during the 1979 to 1989 Soviet occupation of Afghanistan and after the Taliban came to power in 1996, creating one of the world's largest refugee populations. Pakistan have been pressing the Afghan immigrants to leave, saying that a number of militants are hiding in refugee camps, creating insecurity for the country. Meanwhile, World Bank Group on Thursday announced $1 billion for solar power capacity in India. This comes as the group president Jim Yong Kim said that India's growth story can be a lesson for not just developing but also developed countries.
World Bank Group signed an agreement with the International Solar Alliance consisting of 21 countries led by India and committed to provide $1 billion in support to Indian solar energy projects. The pact was signed in the presence of Indian Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, Power Minister Piyush Goyal and visiting World Bank Group President Jim Yong Kim in New Delhi. The World Bank supported projects in the works include solar rooftop technology, infrastructure for solar parks, bringing innovative solar and hybrid technologies to market, and transmission lines for solar-rich provinces. Kim is on a 2-day visit to review India's progress in areas of renewable energy and nutrition, where the World Bank is working closely with the country.
We're extremely pleased with the progress that's being made in the 6 priority areas. Prime Minister Modi and his entire government have set extremely difficult but important targets, and I have been so pleasantly surprised at how much progress has been made. India continues to be one of our absolutely most important partners. Our goals are to end extreme poverty in the world and boost shared prosperity. And India's success over the last 2 years is one of the true bright spots.
Early in the day, Kim called on Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and pledged to be a supportive partner to India.
India on Thursday successfully test-fired new surface-to-air missile from its defence base in Balasore district of eastern Odisha province. The medium-range missile was a joint venture of India and Israel. It will provide the users with the capability to neutralize any aerial threats. Apart from the missile, the system includes a multifunctional surveillance and threat alert radar or MF star, which is used for the purpose of detection, tracking and guidance of the missile. In a heartwarming moment, a 12-year-old Indian boy returned to his home after 6 years. He was kidnapped in 2010 from near his residence and taken to Bangladesh.
"12-year-old Sonu was flown to his hometown in Delhi on Thursday, 6 years after he was kidnapped and taken to Bangladesh. Sonu reunited with his family on efforts taken by India's Foreign Ministry and Indian High Commission in Dhaka. His parents could not be more relieved in having back their bundle of joy.
मैं बहुत खुश हूँ, मेरा बेटा मेरे हाथ में आ गया आज और मैं बहुत परेशान था। अब मेरे को कोई सारी तकलीफ, मेरी सारी समस्या खत्म हो गई है।
मुझे पाके मैंने कहा मम्मी मैं अपने माँ बाप के पास आ गया, मैं बहुत खुश हूँ। मेरे लिए यही है ईद का चांद मेरा बेटा है।
ईद के 4 दिन पहले बेटा भी आया। ईदी मिल गई आप लोगों को?
जी हमें ईदी मिल गई।
बेटे के साथ इस बार ईद मनाएंगे।
Later in the day, Sonu and his family also met with Indian Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj. In May 2010, Sonu was tricked and brought to Bangladesh from Delhi by 2 women. He was then rescued by a Bangladeshi citizen, Jamal ibn Musa, who put in great efforts to reunite him with his family.
An army-run school in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province is helping militancy-affected children shape their future. The school is well equipped with latest teaching methods and provides a healthy environment for the students.
The Army Goodwill School, located in Bandipora district of the Northern Province, provides various facilities for students to get a sound education. The students are also encouraged to take part in extracurricular activities to regain their self-confidence.
बांडीपुरा के किसी स्कूल में इतनी फैसिलिटीज़ नहीं होंगे। यहाँ पे जैसा कि स्मार्ट क्लासेस हैं, लैंग्वेज लैब है, कंप्यूटर लैब है और बाकी बहुत सारी फैसिलिटीज़ है। बच्चों के हाइजीनिक के लिए यहाँ पे मेडिकल चेकअप होते रहते हैं और पानी का जो है बहुत बड़ा अरेंजमेंट है। ये आरओ प्लांट लगा हुआ है बच्चों के पीने के पानी के लिए। टॉयलेट फैसिलिटी बहुत अच्छी है। क्लासरूम वेल वेंटिलेटेड है।
यहाँ पे हमें बहुत सारी फैसिलिटीज़ मिलती हैं, जैसे लाइब्रेरी है, लैंग्वेज लैब में हमें इंग्लिश सीखने को मिलता है। एम्बियंस ऑफ द स्कूल बहुत अच्छा है, वेल एजुकेटेड टीचर्स है।
Around 350 children from the region are enrolled with the school. According to reports, over 14,000 students are undergoing schooling in various army-run schools in the province, and over 1,000 children are studying in institutions outside the province through scholarship programs facilitated by the army.
Panoramic views, picturesque locations and beautiful monuments dot the landscape of Ladakh region in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province. Recently, celebrations were held in the region to mark the silver jubilee of a monument.
Located majestically on a hilltop over Leh city in Ladakh region of India's northern province is the white-domed Shanti Stupa. An event was organized to commemorate the silver jubilee of the stupa. It was built to celebrate the completion of 2,500 years of Buddhism and to promote peace and prosperity in the world. The monument is around 3 miles away from Leh and is surrounded by traditionally built houses of the locals and snow-covered mountains.
It is a great feeling which you get after visiting this place. You get all the positive energies. It's kind of a different feeling once you visit this stupa. The feeling is entirely different. It is like no words to express.
Large number of tourists and locals gathered to mark the celebrations of one of the most popular tourist destinations of Leh.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Dozens killed as Taliban bombers attack police convoy in Afghanistan. World Bank pledges $1 billion support for India's solar power projects. And 6 years after his kidnapping, Indian boy returns home from Bangladesh. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.